Hey, what's up guys? JS Cards here, coming at you with a Yu-Gi-Oh video, and today is a special video because this is going to be a guest upload by Team Sakurasou. I found out about their channel through Twitter a while back. I've been subscribed for a while. They have some awesome videos. They do market watches, the top 5 cards to have in your trade binder. That's a really popular series by them, and they just make some awesome videos, and I thought you guys would enjoy them. So I reached out to them and said, hey, could we maybe do a joint video, maybe do a guest upload type of thing. So I'm going to be uploading a deck profile up on their channel, and they're going to do a market watch on my channel. So I thought it'd be cool for you guys to experience that sort of thing, because I usually don't do market watches or, card prices, stuff like that. And their whole channel is about that, and it's very useful and helpful just to kind of see the prices, should you buy, should you sell, that sort of thing. And I thought their channel is really informative. So if you guys like this video, definitely go check out their other videos, and maybe this will make you subscribe to them, which would be great. So here's a look at Team Sakurasou's channel. As you can see, lots of market watch type videos, which are very helpful in seeing prices, deck profiles, openings, just kind of a nice variety of different content, whatever you may be into. So I encourage you to go check them out, show them some support, hit that subscribe button. So I won't take up too much more time. I'll let Team Sakurasou show their video here. Hopefully you guys go check them out. I think there's some awesome videos and helpful things here for you guys to check out. And thanks for doing this guest upload with me, and I look forward to getting a video up on your channel soon. Also, let me know what you guys think of this type of video. Are there any other sort of creators you'd like to see featured in this guest upload spot? Also, let me know what you think of Team Sakurasou down in the comments below. Show them some love. I think it's a great channel. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy this market watch, and I'll see you next time.
Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasou here, coming at you with a Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch for January. Before I begin, I just want to give a huge shout out and thank you to JS Cards. Thank you for letting me be on your channel, man. I really do appreciate it. So on my channel, which will be linked in the description below, what I like to do is Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watches that get between 5 and 800 views. I have a series called 5 cards to have in your trade binder, where I tell you 5 cards to have before they skyrocket in price or good investments. So you can either A, sell them off to pay for stuff, like bills, just get stuff, better cards, etc., or bling out your binder, whatever you really want to do with it. It's free money. I have this experience because I actually do the stock market a lot. So when I came into Yu-Gi-Oh! For the second time, because I am a returning player, I've been back in the game for 3 years, so I don't know if I'm really returning or not, but I did the stock market, and coming back to this market, it's very easy. So I like to give my knowledge onto you guys, but I don't only just do economical stuff within the game. I like to do a lot of deck profiles, Yu-Gi-Oh! News, and I like to do a lot of openings of harder product to get. So I like to open up OTS packs. I usually get a case of every new core set that comes out. So like when Blazing Vortex comes out, you guys will see a case of that. And I like to do giveaways. So I do openings, deck profiles, Yu-Gi-Oh! News, market watches, my own personal series, and I upload 4 to 6 times a week. So what's there not to love? So check me out. JS is also going to have a cool guest upload on my channel. And let me tell you, when he told me the deck that he's giving, I'm not going to give it out, but man, spicy. But we're going to get right into it. So Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, Secret Maximum Crisis. I was lucky and I got mine when they were 40. Near mints are 52, but first editions are a couple dollars more, so 55 going up to $60. Whenever there's a small difference between a first edition and an unlimited, you're always going to want to get the first edition because it's just going to net you more plus in the future when you want to sell the card, trade it off. So you could get more cards, you have to spend less, all that jazz. But the reason I want to go over this is because I believe you guys should pick up the originals, because every version of Ash Blossom likes to go up. Ultras, which were like $10, 16. Super rares, these were like 7 a piece, $16. Gold, premium golds, these were $6 post release, and I told people to pick them up on my channel because they would hit $10 to $12. Well, they're actually a little more than $10 to $12 because once this one's gone, it's about 13 heading up to 14. Dual Devastators, I told people to pick this up because it's not going to be $5 forever. Now they're 14. Commons, nobody's paying this, but they're 14s. Really, nobody's paying this. $16 for ultra rares, right? This is a card that is always used regardless of what the meta is because it covers so many bases from rogue to meta. Every deck's going to search. Every deck's going to special summon from the deck. Every deck has a foolish barrel. One of those three is in every single deck, at least normally when you go up against. So Ash is never really useless against any decks, and that's why it's always such a great staple hand trap, and I cannot wait till we get an ulti and OTS. Uh, Abomination's Prison, coming out of 2020 Lost Americans. This is actually bought out $4 here, going right up to almost $6 once a few copies are gone. The reason why this is going up is because people actually don't realize how good Abominations are. They're actually I'm going to call them Unchained because that's their OCG name, by the way, guys, so I really just don't like saying this name. But Unchained are a very good deck. They have a lot of pops. They can put a lot of bodies on board. They can link climb. And they can use your opponent's monsters as well to link as well. And that's what's really good about this deck. And the biggest strength, and people don't understand this about Rogue and everything, is that when you bring this to a meta event and it has meta, capabilities in order to do well at a certain event, locals, whatever, the strength it has is that other people don't know what it does. Like, this is a deck that came out post Chaos Impact, and that's about a year and a half old, I believe now. And this deck, people still don't know what it does, and that's a strength that you can use against your opponent because they don't know how to counter your plays. They don't know exactly what you're going to do. So this file, if you have a couple spares and you're not using them, I would sell them because this was $1 for a while. I know I have a spare playset because this was a pet peeve of mine. I want to build decks, and then I kind of forget them halfway. So I know I will be selling mine. I also am a backpack vendor, by the way, if you guys didn't know. So I make money off this game. I actually have my own store, which is in the description of all my videos. Same with the TCG affiliate link. If you do want to support my channel, you can use that as well. But Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Bear, Ultimate Rares, these are starting out at 172. I was lucky. I was able to get mine for my team around they were 60. But the reason I'm hovering this card is because I personally believe this is a card you should pick up, especially if you have any spare money. Now, I know what you're thinking. Spare money, $170? Wow. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, let me tell you why. So the Ice Barrier Structure deck is coming out very, very soon, and people are going to want this card, right? Along with it, because in order to sell product, it may possibly go to 2 or 3 on the ban list since it's now currently limited. I believe this card go up to $250, $300, and you could sell this off for a pretty nice price, actually. So I would get these while you can because I think they're going to get bought out again. So if you have an opportunity to get this, either trade for it, buy it. I personally would. However, if you don't have that money, which is understandable, we are in difficult times. Another version you get that's a lot cheaper is the Hidden Arsenal 4 version because this is the original first printing. And man, I remember when this card first came out, it was pretty sick. You could get First and Light Play for $6. And then you can get First in Your Mint for about $6.57. Now, there are other versions of this card. However, I think an original Secret Rare is the best version to get. And these could go up to maybe $20, $25, right? A little less, a little more than that when we get the Ice Barrier Structure deck for hype. So I would get these while you can. Then we have Machine Duplication coming out of Legendary Collection 3, Yugi's World. Now, that's a very sought-after card whenever machines, are meta, especially when that machine deck has a very good monster that has 500 lesser attack. This is usually played in said deck since, you can basically special up to 2 cards with the same name for your deck. Very, very good card. Super Rares are about $4 for first sets from Legendary Collection 3 Yugi's World. And I believe you guys should get this because whenever we get something in the meta again, for example, if Cyber Dragons somehow become meta again, or any other machine deck, kind of like how Spirals, when Spirals came into meta because of Magician's Soul, Quick Fix, shot up, and Machine Dupe shot up because Machine Dupe is used with Quick Fix. And these were like $10. I would personally always have a playset Machine Duplication because it's a very specific but generic card that can always be used throughout Yu-Gi-Oh! So I think it's a very good investment to have a playset or a playset for yourself. Quackimero Draco, this got bought out during each end phase and destroys this card unless you send Iron Core from your hand to the graveyard or reveal a dragon type monster in your hand. Light and dark monsters cannot be special summoned. So this is an old school card that was sided and made, especially in certain formats like in 5Ds, chaos formats, etc. This is always a card that was, sought after. And they recently got bought out. So you have lightly plays here for about $12. How much are first editions though? Because we always care when we look at these old ultis, the first edition stamp. Let's see. First Ed Light plays $28. First Ed Near Mints are $50. So if you could get these for any cheaper than $50, I suggest it. This is used in a plethora of old school formats, and I think this is a card that you should definitely have. However, because of how much it is, I probably would just get a more affordable version. This is a card that if you have it and you're not using it and you think it's worth more money than it should, sell it. If you get it for cheaper, sell it. Do that and then resell it. But you have other versions of this. I told people to get this ulti when they were like $14 because it would shoot up. Quackimera Draco here. I always call it Draco. You have Turbo Pack Commons, 22 cents. You also have Ultras from Battles of Legends for 13 cents, so you don't really need to get the Ultras. But I do want to peeve the second best rarity, which is the Ultras from Raging Battle, original printing. How much are first editions here? Alright, first edition Near Mint, $4. If you have any faith in this card, or you think it's a really good side deck option, I would definitely get the Ultras for $4. However, if you really just want the card just to use and you don't really care about anything, getting the Ultras for 20 cents from Battles of Legends, not bad. This is actually a very good reprint as well, by the way. Dupe Frog, OTS Tournament Pack 3. Everyone loves their frogs. And everyone loves how this card misses timing. $9. Okay. Ronin Tonin Super Rares. Now, I covered this when they were getting bought out. I told people to get them for 10s. They spiked up to 20s. Now they're about close to $14 once these 3 copies are gone. About 14 bucks. So people really like their toads, and I believe toads are always especially for high rare toads are always a good investment because they always like to go up because toads are a fan favorite. But totally awesome for maximum gold. First session near mints are about 2 bucks here, but this guy has 593, keeping the wall here. So yeah, this might not be a bad penny stock to invest in because totally awesome whenever it's used always spikes up. It only has 3 total printings, which is its original, the reprint in the 2017 tins, and this version, right? Did I get right? 2017 tins? Yep. So $8, and then first and near mints are about $17. Always a good card to have. Probably the best rank 2 in the game, no doubt. Triborne Frog, Ultimate Rare, old school, man, card was used in Monarchs. Let's see here. How much is a non-slobber copy? So lightly played unlimited at 20. Actually is not bad for what this card does and what it meant in Yu-Gi-Oh! History. Let's see, first edition near mints. Lightly played $65. Now that's quite a bit. First edition near mints $170. Now I would rather just have light plays, but that's just me. Now we're gonna go over some core sets. Rise of the Duelist here, because this set just gone terminal. So Triple Tactical Talents, Starlight Rare, $400. I still think there's a very underrated Starlight Rare because of how much the secrets are. Ecclesia's at about $400. Crows, $320. Wind Charmers, $200. I just think that's a little too much for her because in reality, she's not going to be used. She's just a collector item. Gaia's about $160. I told people to get these when they were almost $100. That's when I believe they were worth it. But I really wouldn't pay $160 for this. I'd probably pay at the max about $120. Droplets around $100. Tactics around $95-$100. So I actually have my playset talents. I got them for around $60 a piece. Right, and I said, hey, you know what? The card's worth it, so I don't mind paying what was almost full value at the time for those, right? Because they were like 64s. And then they shot up to 100 because Called by the Grave got limited. So essentially, you have to play this card. Konami pushing product forward. And honestly, it's a lot of money, but because of no events going on right now, I chose to sell mine personally because I just thought I'd rather have $300, invest in more cards, make myself more money, have my money work for me, then hold on to this with no events. I'm not even going to locals. It's just, it wasn't worth to keep at this point for me. But if you're doing remote duels all the time and all that, yeah, it's great to have. But if not, maybe look at getting rid of them. Nadir Servants back to $80. That's a lot. Ice Dragons Prisons, $40. I sold mine when they were 20 because I thought that was just way too much hype. 20 or 25. But yeah, this is such a good card because what it does essentially is target a monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon to your field, but its effects are negated. Then you can banish one monster from both players' fields that have the same type as each other. So what this card could do essentially is you can essentially get rid of both of your opponent's Golden Lords this way, so that you'll have one and then you banish one, which is really, really good. And that's what I really like about it. This also is an interrupt for your opponent that could serve as interrupting their reboard and banishing a card, which on the field, which is really, really good. a card that was heavily underrated on release because it was about $2-3. So $45, that's definitely a lot. That's all I'm going to have to say. A lot of money. Schisms, I would just sell this right away. This card should not be worth $20. That's ridiculous. Ecclesias, $20, going up to 23. I'm not shocked at that. Floridus, about 17s. Chaos Reward, the Chaos Magical Dragon. I told people to pick this up when it was $9 because of what it does. If you guys don't know, I'm going to read it to you. So, when this is synchroned, you activate the top 5 cards of your deck. And if you do, you can add an activated light or dark monster to your hand. So, essentially, it is a search, but you also get kind of a choice of what you search, which is really nice. So, any light or dark decks that can synchro summon will benefit off this card, right? And you send the remaining cards to the graveyard. So what's really, really good about this is you send the top 5 cards from your deck to the grave, essentially, which is good. So you could say, add, say, a BLS, right, some type of Lightstorm card you need, like a Raiden, right, really anything, and then you excavate the rest. So you have 4 cards in the grave doing stuff, like if you excavate a Plague Spreader Zombie, or just something else that you need, there you go. That already is an amazing effect right there. That is enough to pick it up, but it gets better. You can banish 1 light and 1 dark monster from your hand or graveyard, except this card. Special summon this card from your graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. So it's at 3,000 attack, beat stick. That's a generic 8-star that sends the top 5 cards to your graveyard, well, excavates. Then you're able to add one of those if it's a light or dark, and you get to choose. And then you can bring this back by banishing, which is really good because you can banish stuff like, I know it's banned, but Eclipse Wyvern or other cards, get effects, and have another body on board, right? And that's what's really good about this card. $20 almost? I think that's worth it for a card like this and what it could do with the solo printing, especially on Rise of the Duelists. So hopefully you guys got your quantities. We're only going to go over a little more of Rise of the Duelists here. This is, a lot of people are asking me why this is $10. This is the sneak peek promo. This isn't really what it is. I don't think people are paying tens for these, but it's not a bad card to have. It's hard to get sneak peek cards because of what's going on in the world right now. Odd Eyes, 14s. We got Dante. This guy I love because he looks like Dante, right, from Devil May Cry. That's why I personally got my copies. $8. That's not bad. It's definitely something I would get because it's getting support in the future. Yeah, then you got Titeclads, about 9s. Infernobles, about 6. It's not bad. And what's called Maximus, about close to 7. And then this card shouldn't be worth $5, but people love Melfi, so I'm not shocked. And yeah, this set is just Value City. Dark Magician Girl, the Lost Art promotion. If you guys don't know, we're getting new Lost Arts. And I want to go over this because for the collectors out there, this dropped to $43. A lot of people are panic selling. What I want to say is right over here, and it's very hard to see, but it says 2020 version. So what you guys need to be aware of is when this gets reprinted, you know, as a Lost Art and they start giving them out, it may have the 2021 print version. So yeah, that's something that I would personally get. Also, sorry if there's any background noise. I apologize about that. But I would definitely get the 2021 version, or not 2021 version, sorry, the 2020 version while you can, because if it comes out as a 2021 version when they release the Lost Arts, then this will be treated as a first edition of sorts if your version has 2020. Then we have Phantom Rage here. Starlight Hida, I think this is the best Charmer when it comes to play, especially competitive play, because it could be used in a lot of things like Sky Strikers, bring back your opponent's Ash, all that jazz, and you could use this using your own Ash to bring it and then just start link climbing. That's just a generic way to use this, but there's other ways to use this card. A lot of Starlight Rares, especially Charmers, were a lot more than this, but because a lot of people thought that they were really great investments and a lot of people did it, and there wasn't enough buyers for it, a lot of the Charmers didn't really skyrocket in price when it comes to their Starlight Rare version. So this is the cheapest one, and I think this is the best one to have, at least right now. You got Alpha Beast Starlights 170, that's not bad. Phantom Scales 165. Tri-Brigade Baron Blossom, I love this card. It's just a sniper, and if you guys don't know, I'm a huge video game addict. You know, I play League. I used to play CSGO for money, and you know, this card always just looked good because I was kind of like not like a sniper class, but when I played CS:GO, I was pretty much an op god, right? I was not global elite, but I was, I believe, LEM, which was which is actually pretty good in that game. But yeah, point is, I would get this card because Tri Brigades are getting a lot more support in the future, so this is something I would get. Alpha is at 25. We're getting a new Beast Archetype, and personally, this card is really, really good because you could special summon it, and then you can get an unlimited bounces, essentially, right? Since you special this, you could target itself, you return this to your hand, and then you could turn face-up monsters your opponent controls to hand equal to number of cards you return to hand, which is this. So essentially, you get just an unlimited bounce. You can keep special summoning this, bouncing, all that jazz. Or you can special summon it for free, link off, attack, all that. But this card just can't attack directly. So it's not like, that's not really a cost. That's not too big of a deal. But this is definitely a card I would get because I think this card's fantastic. So $30, that's something I would definitely pay for this card. Let's see. What else do we have here? Tornite's 24. He just stabilized in price. He's cute. Oh, yeah. Zeus, $60. I mean, hey, literally nukes the board multiple times. Lulu's at about $15. Man, I'm glad I kept 2 copies accidentally. But yeah, Lulu's 15. Virtual Worlds are a very good deck. But if you have any spares, I would sell them. Tri-Brigade, the Ultra Rare Sneak Peek promo at $10. Frat Tails at about close to $6. Warning Points about $6. Virtual Kyobi's about $5. Rebellion's about $4. Tri-Brigade's $3. So that's actually very cheap. So if you want to pick up a copy or two, definitely now's the time. Secret Airborne Assault's about $4s. Maximum's about $3s. There's just a lot of secrets that don't pay for the pack, and that's what this set's problem is, right? Like, boom, boom, boom. Like, if you buy a pack for, say, $4 or $3, you know, you're barely making your pack back. Like, even this, right? Yeah, there's 5 secrets, right? In fact, let's say 1.5 packs this. That's 6 secret rares that don't make your money back. And that's what sucks about this set personally, right? And why it kind of flopped. Ultra Rare Baron Blossoms at 2s. And then you got a lot of, like, $1 to $2 Ultras. And that's kind of just what this set really is. Oh, no, 7 secrets. Oh, God. Chaos Goddess from the Shining Darkness Originals. This did get reprinted. Near mint's about $12. You got a mod play here for about 10 for a first edition. That's actually not that bad. First edition light play 18. First edition near mints are $29. So this is an old school waifu card and an old first set from Shining Darkness. What it basically does is it's very hard to make because it's a light tuner and 2 or more non-dark monsters as a level 8. So that's very hard to make. Once per turn, you can send a light monster from your hand to graveyard to select 1. Level 5 or higher dark monster graveyard, you special from that monster, and it can't be used as a secret material this turn. The card's not good, but it's just collectible. Debunk, I actually caused this card to get bought out because I have a series called 5 Cards Having Your Trade Binder, where I told people to get this card when secrets were around $3. This spiked up to $25, and now it's calmed down after a while to $8. You know, because I have a lot of, you know, collectors on my channel, all that. So if you guys want to be ahead of the game ever on buyouts, come check me out. I do 5 Cards Having Your Trade Binder between 2 and 3 times a month, right? But those 5 picks are amazing, and that's why the series is so rare. Well, not really rare, but not often enough. Super rares here. I said this was the second cheapest, the second best thing to get. Getting them at dollars is definitely not bad, and not bad it is because $6.50 for your first edition near mints. Glad I got mine for $1. Cursed Eldland Super Rare Chaos Secret Slayers. $32. Man, I remember I had a couple of these when they shopped to $25, and man, that was free money. This is why you watch Market Watchers, guys. $125 off a couple hollows in bulk. Man, I would not pay this, but honestly, this card just needs a reprint. Same with Hospitality. On that note, whenever a deck building set like Secret Slayers, Dark Saviors, or really anything like that, any card gets a reprint, right? When it comes core, like for example, Golden, what's his name here? Eldritch, right? Whenever that happens, people are like, oh, I want to play the deck. Oh, I'll grab, Golden Lords for 10. Now I could pick up all the other stuff. All the other stuff, like the 50-cent secret rares, they all went up to $2 to $4. They weren't very hard to pull. Cursed Eldland was a lot harder to pull, and it's a 3 of as a super. I believe you get like 2 to 3 a box. So people start buying out their Cursed Eldlands. They're like, oh, I want these. I'll pay the few dollars, and then that's everybody. And then all of a sudden, it's a $30 card because everyone's buying them out. So it's not really a buyout. It's just cause of the market and the reprints. But Golden Lures for $5. If you don't want to play this deck yet, or you want to play it and you don't want to spend $30 on Cursed Eldland, I would just pick up Golden Boys at 5s right now and just hold them, and then get Eldlands a lot later. First edition you meant $55. That's still a lot, but a lot of people really like the original Secret, including myself. But Yeah, Torrential Tribute, Legendary Collection, Yugi's World. First eds are about $21. Near Mint's going up to 23. Okay, Book of Moon here. I want to look at Ultimate Rares very quickly. This is a card that could reach $300. Near Mint's about 75, going right up to $80, bottoming out at $100. So this is a card that's not very, how would I say this, very consistent. Getting these copies for 75 before they reach 100 is very, very good, because Book of Moon is an old school card that is used in many, many formats, right? And it's just overall one of the best collector cards when it comes to combining the collector market and the Yu-Gi-Oh player market, because a lot of players who play old school formats use Book of Moon, like Goat format, all the other stuff. This is a card that can easily hit $200-$300 in the future, so I would get yours while you can, especially for 75. Trust me, that's a steal. You know what else is a steal? Solemn Judgment. I don't need to explain to you guys how good of a card this is. $75, definitely not bad for an ultimate rare. However, this card, just like Solemn Strike and Solemn Warning, Solemn Strike being, and we're going to look over here, Solemn Strike's about $130. And this card, which is a lot better since, it could stop summons, spells, and traps, and it's a lot more generic, can easily hit Solemn Strike prices. You got a, light play span. Oh, yeah, in Italian. I actually want to look at that. $145. I'm Greek and Italian, so if you guys don't know, so Italian cards just kind of turn me on. Ooh, that looks nice. That does look nice. I will say that. Very nice indeed. But yeah, get your Solemn Judgments for $75. That's very cheap. I got mine when they were like 60s because I was like, nope, got a bunch. Number 15, Gimmick Puppet Grinder. It's 2 level 8 monsters up to twice per turn during your main phase. 1, you detach the target 1 special monster. Poke controls, destroy it. If there's an XYZ monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. So essentially, you make this, you get 2 pops, then you can leak it off, do whatever. And if it's an XYZ, they actually take burn damage. So that's really good about this card. I actually think it's a really good version. You get $4, and Number Hunters is a set that's actually very old. The set was horrible when it came out, by the way. But you gotta reprint Maximum Gold for 15 cents. But I would rather have the Secret Rare, especially since it's a number card. And people who like collecting all the numbers really like to have the highest rarity. At $4 for a good rank 8 like this, it's not bad. Grinder Golem, Duelist Pack 7, Jesse Anderson. Here, it's cute, $2. It's not bad. Oh, wait, there's first editions of this. I forgot. $1.50 for a light play. That's not bad. First Near Mint, $3. I'd rather just get the light play, but that's not bad for first Near Mint. Rika, so let's go over this. Teardrop the Rika Queen, alright? And boy, oh boy, is she a fucking queen, alright? I love me some waifu decks, man. I love me some waifu decks. Detach Whip Chair from this card, target 1 monster on the field, tribute it. This is a quick effect if this card has a plant material. So essentially, you get to get rid of one of your opponent's monsters. However, each time a monster is tribute, this card gains 2 check for each until the end of this turn, right? So whenever you're doing plays like Lone Fire, tribute for Lone Fire, all that, you can make this a pretty big beef stick, right? And that's what's really good about it, since it has synergy with Lone Fire itself. And it's actually generic as well, but that doesn't really matter too much. Like, unless you're playing Kaijus and you get this on the board, actually, that would be kind of cute. But, it's not too relevant. But yeah, $6. Rika Glamour, about $3. Rika Fairy is about $1. $1.50 here. This is actually not a bad deck to have. It could do quite a few things. And I believe that as plans get more and more generic support, like in Lightning Overdrive, this deck could actually be very, very good. So if you want a cheap, good plant deck, 'cause I love plant decks, probably my favorite archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh! My favorite actual, well, not archetype, but favorite type. My favorite archetype is Medolches. Bit my lip there. But yeah, what you're actually going to get to right now. So, fun fact, I got all my Medolce stuff way cheaper than it is now because I built this with an old buddy of mine back when this first came out in Return of the Duelist. So, like Ulti Tiramisu's here. First Ed Light plays $70. First Ed Near Mint Ultis are about $94. Actually, mine, believe it or not, are somehow still Near Mint. And funny thing about this card, I got mine at $9 a piece. So you never know where your old school cards. You never always just sell all your stuff. Always just sit on it, unless you really need to. Pudding Cess, you only play one of this as a Garnet. 38s first editions are about $60. I got mine for like $4, guys, because post Return of the Duelist, you used to play this with Mufil and all that other stuff, because post Medolce Return of the Duelist is so wacky that's not even funny. But you know, would I pay this for the Garnet? Absolutely not. You got Ultras here at 15, originals here at about how much? $18. That's actually not bad for an original Tiramisu. However, it does need a reprint. Primal Origin Ultra Rares. Let's see how much these are. About $7. First editions, about 9. 7, 8, 9. Okay. That's actually very good for original Angeli. I remember paying, I think, $60 to $80 a piece for mine, because Medolces were considered meta for about a week post Primal Origin. Who Cakes Supers are $10. They didn't drop too much because they got reprinted Maximum Gold as a gold, not as a gold rare, but as like a rare. They're like $1. 10. Even for the common, that's crazy. 5, 8 for that. Wow, that's insane. Chocolate months, man. I remember I actually sold mine when they were $100. I got these for dollars, guys. One whole dollar, bruh. Salons, 5s. This is something I would get if you want to build Medolces, which you honestly should. I would get all the cheaper stuff and then wait till they start reprinting all the other stuff, because once they start reprinting like Tiramisu, this will jump to like a $10, $11 card, right? Return Duel Super Rares are about how much here? First Aid Lightly played $3, Nearman's $3.50. That's not too bad. We're just gonna view all versions very quickly, because I know it has an Ultra that's like $1. Oh, going up to $2 for an Ultra. That's actually not bad. I will always play with my original Super Rares, but that's just me. But yeah, if you want to build Medolces, just get the cheaper stuff that's like 10 and below, besides Tiramisu, because it hasn't a reprint yet. And then just wait for everything else. And then High School DxD, one of my favorite animes of all time. Next to Sakurasou no Pet Nakanojo, aka Pet Girl Sakurasou. Man, the thing I love about White Shorts and Vanguard is their mats are so much better than Yu-Gi-Oh! Man, I would love to get this mat. It's currently out of stock, so I can't, but man, it would be cool. But with that being said, guys, leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to Josh, really awesome content creator, awesome deck profiles, all that. And if you guys are willing and gracious enough, if you like what I see here, come check out my channel. Now, I will say my market watches are a little more in depth, believe it or not. And I made this one a more beginner friendly, at least at the beginning. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. So come to my channel, subscribe. If you do, let me know in my most recent video who sent you, which was Josh. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.